So, is there anything to report? Oh man, you're still dealing with that. Never mind, I don't want to hear anything that happened. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, I am back from West Virginia, AA coming at you yet again with another video. Had to go back and kind of reset my mind. See, I'm a protagonist, and well, we worry about everybody ourselves, so then when we get all screwed up in the head because we're so worried about so much, we've got to, hey Zena, we've got to take time to reset. And we don't like to because that means we have to spend money on ourselves. Yeah, it's a tough thing. In West Virginia visiting with Mr. Mike Gunnell of Fox Run Forge, I was given a reed vise. I believe that's about a 4-inch vise. It'll work just fine. I think that's a swivel base. Needs to be refurbished. I'm going to refurbish it and put it back to use. Now, got a crack here. I just got to figure that out. I might could weld that back, but I'm not sure if this is steel or iron. The crack goes over here too. So, if anybody's got any ideas, please let me know. But we'll get this worked out. But let's go sit it on the bench real quick. All right, so we'll just set this on the bench right here. Somebody stole my bench. Oh, wait a minute. I haven't built one yet. Oh, I had full intention to come back earlier today and ship out some boxes that need to be shipped out to some people. This being one of them. This is a roll of 303 stainless steel wire that I need to send to Tim. I also got a rather large package for JT and JT's family. Jason Bateman. There's several of you, man, that I've got to send a package out to and get back in the saddle again. Whoop whoop. While I was in West VA, well, interesting stuff, you know. I went there to reboot, like I said, and I pretty much for the most part have. But I met up with Mr. Mike Gunnell, took him a couple pieces of cedar, and he wanted to do a collab video. I really didn't expect him doing one, but I guess we kind of did one. So I just took an old piece of railroad spike and went after a, I call it a coconut cracker, but some people call it a hawk. And it's rough. Let's see here. Right there, you see that big old crack in it? I gave up after that. That came, none of this was done at this point. I was actually forging this out, and that came, and I said, oh, well, it's trash now. I tried to grind it out. It's not going to grind out. It's way too deep. It's actually all the way through and the bottom side of it. But I just kind of played around with it, and he didn't have a drift, so I was trying to drift the eye hole with a chisel. So I didn't get it centered, so that went awry, you know. But I just kind of gave up on it. I might work with it a little bit more. Last time I tried to make one of these, I did the same thing. Now I don't know if I'm working it too hot or hitting it too hard or working it too cold. One or the other, but you know, it didn't work out. So I've never worked on anything that was blade related. I've always just gotten in there and tinkered with twist and whatnot, and so that's basically what I come up with. I call it a coconut cracker because you can crack it open with this end or this end. Coconuts are hard to crack open, but so now that was a, I'm not going to say it was a complete failure. Nothing's ever a complete failure, but that was a learning experience. So it was fun. It was fun to work beside him and talk to him. The guy's exceptionally brilliant. He has a burner system that runs propane and it runs oil. Vegetable oil. I have never seen vegetable oil burn blue, but his burned blue. I have only seen it one other time. I lied. I have seen it one time. One other time by a guy by the name of No Box 7 has a very unique design that he uses for his oil burners, but he can get it to pump out a blue flame with vegetable oil and motor oil. But it was just it was interesting. The guy was brilliant. He's even a trip to West Virginia. Well, I'm human. I'm a person. Unfortunately, I wish I could rip this shirt off and have an S on my chest, but I don't. I try to. As I mentioned before, I'm a protagonist. Underdog, unsung hero, stuff like that. I try to help people as much as I can and get through hard times, whatnot. And I never take time for myself. I never reflect for myself or anything like that. And that will drive somebody crazy. Now I'm back on track with everything. I'm going to finish up the foundry probably tomorrow night if I get off in time. I've got to jump on possibly getting a truckload of dirt in here to level out this floor. Get my bench built so I can mount my bench vise after I get it restored. There's going to be a video on restoring the bench vise. And you and I have got to finish up this forge. I need to make a little bit of a adjustment on that burner as well. That's got to be done. And then we're going to rock it out aimlessly. Just bounce from one thing to another, guys. And then if y'all will hang on to the insanity that I call life and fun, then we will have fun. There is a method to my madness. I promise you. I promise there is a method to my madness. That being said, I bid you adieu. I will see you next time. Have fun at Quad State if you're there. If not, have fun wherever you're at. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Catch you on the flip side. Laters.